So if Heartbreak Weather had a forecast, I want to see how crazy that is going to go because it seems like there's a lot of that going on right now. Enough love going on. Maybe it can be repaired through this album. It's possible. Welcome back to Y.E.S, everyone. Today we're going to talk about Heartbreak Weather, the second solo studio album released by Niall, Horan. So I'm just going to get this out of the way real quick. I know a lot of people who are One Directioners or people who want to follow the gossip or potential drama between figuring out who's going to have the best albums as a solo artist. I'm not really into all that, but I am curious which ones I'm going to like because I have listened to a few of them at this point. But all I really ask is if I give it a listen, give me something good. And this is one of those good ones. Again, just to get it out of the way, I'm going to grade it and review it on its own merits. But the last one I reviewed from the One Directioners was Harry Styles' last album, Fine Line, which I liked a lot. Was slightly more abstract and took creative risks. This one is, I can't really say it's straightforward pop because it does take kind of a singer-songwriter backseat while trying to deliver on the mainstream pop aspect to be able to hit that kind of demographic, if you will. And I think it blended really well together. They just kind of created this own line. I was very, very shocked by how much I was not just okay with this album. I like this album a lot. I don't know yet if I have one song in particular that I have fallen head over heels for versus all the others. But there are tons of songs in here where I'm just like, if I just listen to this album on a car ride from beginning to end, I feel pretty happy. I feel like I would have had a lot of time pass by and I would have been pretty content. Niall feels like he kind of understands who he is as an artist. He sounds like a confident vocalist, but he doesn't seem like an overly flashy artiste either. To try and see if I can get that kind of description out there to you, the viewer, I'm going to highlight 3 songs here. The first being Black and White. The next one, Nice to Meet Ya. And finally, Cross Your Mind. Okay, I will say this one does have a very cool guitar. Coolio. Another song that I'll just kind of mention real quick is Put a Little Love on Me. This one I want to mention just because the vocals seem to be a little extra impressive. I am having a hard time trying to figure out the right way to express the way I enjoyed this album and to describe what kind of ambiance it really provides for me. The best thing I think I can describe it as, I think Niall Horan just kind of knows who he wants to be as a solo artist. He hasn't really reached that point where I think that I could declare him as the ultimate one that has overcome or has put himself on top of the mount of the Directioners. I'm just saying this was good. It was impressive. It was solid. If any of you are kind of in that group that are trying to figure out who's creating the better music out of the 5 out there, give me an idea of what you think and let me know what you thought of this album. I don't really have too much more where I feel like I can pinpoint exactly what made this a much superior experience from the rest of the albums I've listened to this year. I genuinely am having a hard time collecting what I want to say about this. I just know I want to go listen to it again, and it's not an album I thought that I was going to have that kind of reaction to. So after having listened and reviewed this album with production of 98%, Creativity, 95%. Expression and lyrics, 98%. I'm going to give this album a yeah. I was feeling pretty dang close to giving it an even better grade, but there were just very small details where I'm like, I can't quite say it's that, because I also felt like it's pretty on par, like I said again, with Harry Styles' album. But at the same time, those two albums I do not think are alike at all. I just know what relationship they have together. But yeah, that's what I've got. Let me know what you think of the album and the progress of all these One Directioners. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching. And remember, if you want to discover, promote, and review the best in entertainment, remember to like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff down below so you can get that yes in your life. See you next time.